Hello, everyone. Welcome. In this video, we're going to continue building LanguageBot. LanguageBot is a chatbot tutor for people that are learning a foreign language. So what it lets people do is it allows them to practice conversational skills in virtually any language. So you can just talk back and forth to it like a regular person. And what we're using is GPT-3 as the core of this chatbot, which makes it work. But we're building an application around GPT-3 to turn it actually into a language tutor. This is video 2 of the series. So in video 1, what we did is we completed stage 1 of development, and that's building a chatbot that conversed in English only and text only, so only via typing. And we completed that in the last video. Go check out the video if you haven't seen it already. And now we're going to stage 2. So in stage 2, what we're doing is we're adding verbal conversation to the chatbot. This means text to speech, speech to text. And it's going to continue to be English only, but once we complete this stage, we're going to go to stage 3, and we're going to add the ability of the chatbot to converse in multiple languages. With that, let's take a look at the code here, what we have. So we put together this is the chatbot here. It's a class called LanguageBot. So we started by creating a prompt in the GPT-3 playground. We came here, we did some experimentation, and engineered a prompt that instructs GPT-3 to act like an English language teacher, and also provided some other instructions as well. Then we took the code from the playground, and we created this function here, GPT response. So this function takes in text or the prompt, sends it to the GPT-3 API, and then gets a response, a text response in return. Then we created this function here to create the conversation. So it starts by initializing the prompt. It prints out the opening statement of the conversation, which is just the LanguageBot introducing itself and asking our name. And then we have a while loop, which is essentially us having the conversation. So the while loop starts with a Python input, us responding to this initial question. That is appended to the prompt. That is then sent to the GPT-3 API through our function. We get a response, we print out the response, we append that response to the prompt, and then we cycle over and over again, and we can have a conversation for as long as we want. And the reason why we're appending all of these responses to the initial prompt is so that the chatbot will have a memory. And just quickly, we'll see how it works here. And just do a little bit of a test run. We want it to have a memory because we want this to be like a natural conversation between a student and their teacher. So test this out. No. There we go. Hello, my name is Sandra. I'm your teacher today. What is your name? My name is Aaron. Nice to meet you, Aaron. What do you like to do in your free time? I like to study English and work on computers. That's great. What kind of computer work do you do? I build apps. Wow, that's really cool. So this is a back and forth conversation, but it also has memory. I can ask it, do you remember my name? Yes, your name is Aaron. So it has memory because we're appending all of this conversation to the prompt and then sending it back to GPT. Okay, so that's good for now. But we don't, this works well as a text chatbot. We can have a good conversation with it back and forth, but we don't want to type. We want to actually have a real conversation verbally with just this chatbot. And that's what we're going to do in stage 2. So there's 2 things we need to do. One, we want to hear what LanguageBot says. We'll keep the typing, but we also want to hear it. So we're going to need text to speech. And then we want to be able to convert our language, our verbal language, into text so we can send it back to GPT. GPT doesn't deal directly with the API doesn't deal directly with verbal language. It only deals with text. So it's going to send us text. We convert that text into audio, and then when we speak, we record our speech and convert that back into text. So we're going to use a couple of third-party libraries here. One is this GTTS. So what this is going to do, this is going to create an audio from text, an audio file, and then we're going to use play sound to play that audio. So I've already installed these on my system, and we will just install GTTS, report from play sound, import play sound. Okay. So this is so that we can hear the chatbot speak. We're going to create another function here. Fine, we'll call this text to speech. And it's going to take some text as input, and it's going to output verbal speech. So what do we have to do here? We have to first create the audio file. So to do that, we're going to use GTTS. We're going to input the text. And then it also needs a language. It may default English, I'm not sure, but if it doesn't, we'll add that parameter. And then we are going to want to save this audio file. We'll just call it recording, save it as an MP3. Then we're going to use play sound. So this saves an audio file of the text. And then we're going to use play sound to actually play it. Recording.mp3. And then we're going to want to delete that audio file after we play it because we're not going to need it anymore. Okay, and we don't really have to return anything here. Okay, so that is good. This should work. So where do we need to convert text into speech? Well, the first part is here. So there's this opening statement. So we're going to want to print this, but then we're also going to want to output it as audio. This just starts off the conversation, and then also the teacher's response. And that is going to be down here. Text to speech, and then just the teacher's response. And I will move this line of code as well, so that it comes right after the print statement. Hopefully this works. Let's see.
Hello, my name is Sandra. I am your teacher today. What is your name?
My name is Aaron.
Nice to meet you, Aaron. Where are you from?
I am from Vancouver.
Wow, Vancouver is a beautiful city. How
Okay,
long
that's
have you been
good. That
living
works. Excellent. So we're halfway there, or almost halfway there. So now the chatbot can speak to us. We need to be able to speak to the chatbot. And what we're going to use for that is another third-party Python library called speech recognition. And this is pretty much the go-to from what I can tell. There's probably some better ones out there, but this is a pretty simple one to use. So in terms of learning how to use it, one of the best resources I found is this article right here. It just kind of walks through all the steps of being able to implement this. So let's get this going. I'm excited to actually have a conversation with our chatbot. So first we will import speech recognition as SR. And then we're going to create another function, define speech to text. So we will initialize the speech recognition object, recognizer, and then we need to give it access to our microphone as source. So we're going to want to print when the chatbot is ready for us to speak. We're going to want to print talk so that we'll know that it's our time to speak. And then we're going to capture our speech and then convert that into text. Listen, source. And then there's a couple parameters here like timeout. I'm just going to set these to none for now. Phrase time limit. I'm going to just set that to none for now. You can maybe play around with that a little bit later. And so what we're going to do is we're going to use, so there's different APIs that you can use with the speech recognition library, and we're going to use one that is from Google, the Google API. So that is recognize Google. So what it's called, so we'll say text equals r dot recognize Google, and then we'll put in our audio. And then we'll say a couple other parameters here. Show all true. Language equals, I think we can just put English like this. And then we have to get the actual text. So it's all alternative and transcript. And we're also going to want to put this it's possible it could throw an error. If it doesn't hear anything, then it would just throw an error. So we'll put this in a try except. And if it says we get accept, then we will just we will print no audio detected. And then we will return the text. Okay, so speech to text. I wonder if we should maybe test this out. It's a little more complicated than the other one, not much, but a little bit. So we'll just test this out, make sure that it works. So I should be able, if it works, it should read my microphone, print, talk, indicating that it's time for me to talk, record what I say, convert that to text, and then return the text. So we will see. Hopefully this works. Speech to text. Okay. Hello, how are you? No, it did not work. Why? So I got the error, the accept. Oh, here, I should certainly give it something. Say an empty string. Okay, so why did this not work? So it seems to have all the parameters here. Can I just test to see? probably something pretty simple because this is not a very complicated library to use. Will this work? Hello, how are you? Let's see here. Okay, so it is failing on this line. Type list indices must be integers or slices, not strings. Ah, okay, that's right. I'm missing something here. Of course. Let's try this again. Hello, how are you today? Yeah, that works. Okay, so it converted my speech into text. Let's get this thing integrated into LanguageBot so we can start having a conversation. Good. All right, so where do we have to put speech to text? We need it to right here. So this is where we would normally type our response, but we're not going to type it. Use our new function, but we will still print so that we can see what we say. Student response. Okay, is that all we need? That should work, I think. Let's give it a shot. No. Ah, okay. So this is just an issue that we may have from time to time, and that is that we exited out of the program early, so the audio file is still open. So we just need to delete it. It's not a big deal. Okay. Does this work? This should be good to go.
Hello, my name is Sandra. I am your teacher today. What is your name?
Hello, my name is Aaron.
Hi, student. It's nice to meet you. What would you like to talk about
Nope,
today?
this is not working. Why is that not working? Speech to text. Speech to text works here. Ah, okay, of course. There we go. Okay.
Hello, my name is Sandra. I am your teacher today. What is your name?
Hello, my name is Aaron.
Hi, Aaron. It's nice to meet you. Tell me, what do you like to do in your free time?
I like to study English and build web applications.
That's great. What kind of web applications do you like to build?
Various things, but can I ask you a question?
Of course. What would you like to ask?
What is your name and where are you from?
My name is Sandra and I'm from the United States. So, Aaron, what do you like most about studying English?
That's good. That works. Okay, you can actually have a conversation with this. So that's great. Uh, we have achieved stage 2. And the only thing left is actually implementing additional languages to this chatbot. So, and then it will be complete, at least in the form that we initially set out to complete it in. Excellent. So that is going to be the next video, and I will see you all then. Thank you.